Hello there. Oh man, this area is so nice. This estate is absolutely gorgeous, man. Like my perfect idea of home, this. Just with the walls and everything. Oh, looks amazing. Alright, sorry, just getting distracted. But I know that a lot of you in 2023 are going to be looking to buy a new motorcycle. And especially now in the winter, because in the winter hardly anyone's riding and you're probably going to get some pretty good deals on a motorcycle at this time of year. But is it really the best time of year to buy a used motorcycle? Well, you might be able to buy a motorcycle at a really good deal at a different time of year, and you'll actually be able to enjoy it a bit. But yeah, let's jump on the ZZR, let's go for a ride, and I'll let you know the best times of years that I have found when buying used motorcycles. Because yeah, I mean, you can imagine buying a motorcycle this time of year in the winter, you're not going to get much out of it really, are you? Most of the time it's going to be cold and wet and the bike's going to get really dirty. So I personally wouldn't recommend buying a motorcycle in the winter, but hey, if you're happy to wait maybe a month or two before you actually start riding it properly, then yeah, why not? Why not buy a really good motorcycle, a really decent deal in the winter? But yeah, I'm going to try coming at this video from more of the perspective of someone who wants to buy and then actually enjoy the bike a little bit. Because there's nothing worse buying a brand spanking new motorcycle, well, brand spanking new to you at least, and not be able to enjoy it. At least not to its fullest anyway. But yeah, let's jump on, let's go for a ride. Tell you what, man, it's so nice getting back out on the ZZR again. I mean, today it hasn't been too cold, but it has been fairly dry and clear skies, you know. This is basically the best kind of weather you can ask for this time of year here in the UK, because it's almost always wet during the winter months, and even to some extent autumn as well. So yeah, it is definitely nice to have a day where it's it's at least semi-dry, you know. Oh man. Alright guys, so yeah, like I kind of said in the intro, buying a used motorcycle in the winter is probably when you're going to find some of the best deals around, just simply because no one's riding, no one's looking to buy motorcycles. But at the same time, you might find supply to be a little bit limited, because a lot of people know that people aren't going to be buying motorcycles or riding motorcycles in the winter. So you might actually find that people who are looking to sell might not actually sell until a little bit later on in the year, maybe in the spring, so they can get the most amount of money for it. But look, I've looked to buy motorcycles in the winter before, and you can still buy them, they're still out there, but there's more selection to choose from during the spring/summertime. So if you're looking to buy a new motorcycle, then definitely have a look now, just in case one comes up. But they know they're not going to get the best deal out of it, so this is the time of year where you can probably push them down and yeah, get the best deal possible for you. But there is something to be said about buying a motorcycle in the spring or summer, just because there is more available, depending on the bike, that is. If you are looking to buy a motorcycle that is highly sought after, like a sport bike, or I don't know, just a highly sought after motorcycle in general, then they're still going to demand more money, almost regardless of the time of year that you're looking to buy one. So it does kind of depend on the bike a little bit that you're looking to buy. If it is a sport bike, then I suppose it doesn't necessarily matter what time of year you actually decide to buy it. But let's try and talk a bit more in generic terms, so to speak. You know, in the sense that if you're looking to buy, I don't know, a fairly common motorcycle, I don't know, maybe like a Z650, for example, or an MT-07 or an MT-03, something that is fairly common. you know, something that's not necessarily highly sought after, but something that's fairly common. You can find it almost all year round, and you know, they're bikes that don't necessarily hold their value as well as others, but they're still really good bikes. don't get me wrong, they're still really, really good bikes. An MT-07, the MT-07 is the bike I want my wife to buy as soon as she passes her full license. So yeah, an MT-07 is definitely a good bike. I don't know if they're good examples, but you guys know what I mean, yeah? I don't know. I'm trying to think of just generic motorcycles where there's lots of them, lots of surplus kind of thing. But yeah, you're not looking at anything too specialist, is what I'm trying to say. Well, I actually think, and this is talking from personal experience here, the best time of year where I've had the most luck is actually towards the end of the riding season. Towards the end of summer / early autumn, maybe into mid-autumn. The only problem is with mid-autumn is you start getting into that wintry weather a little bit more. So again, that wet, cold weather, so you're not able to enjoy your bike very much. I would say probably towards the end of September, beginning to end of September, I think is probably the best time of year to buy a used motorcycle, at least from my experience, because you still have that wiggle room where you're able to say to someone, look, there's not many weeks left of the riding season. There's not going to be many people buying motorcycles this time of year, or close, and you might be able to knock them down a bit. Maybe knock them down quite a significant amount. So, I don't know. For me, that's the best time of year. At least that's when I tend to buy motorcycles, guys. At the end of August and up until the end of September is when I buy motorcycles. I don't tend to buy motorcycles outside of those months, and it's for that reason. But I mean, okay, I'm saying that, but that's from a private sale, you know. If you are looking to buy a motorcycle from a private seller, if you're looking to buy a motorcycle from a dealership, then unfortunately the prices won't really change that much. They won't budge on price in dealerships, at least not from my experience anyway. Maybe if they're a smaller local dealership, then maybe they'll knock off a bit for you, but I don't know, dealerships around here, they don't knock off anything for used bikes. And so, again, if you're looking to buy a used motorcycle from a dealership, it doesn't really matter what time of year you look to buy. Definitely look in March, April time, the very start of the riding season, because then you're able to enjoy the motorcycle for a whole season. Definitely, that's definitely worthwhile if you ask me, if you're looking to buy solely from a dealership. But if you're looking to buy from a private standpoint, from a private seller, then yeah, I don't know. For me, that time of year seems to be the best, because there's still a nice surplus amount of motorcycles available to buy, but you're still able to knock off a little bit of money, and you're able to kind of give yourself the best possible chance of a good deal on a bike. Because remember that the sellers are looking to get as much as they can for the bike, obviously, but you want to get the bike for as less as you can, and there's a lot of good reasons for it. If anything goes wrong with the bike, you've got to fix it. It's got to come out of that. If you know that there are any glaring problems with the bike, then you have to knock the price down a bit, just in case it's something that you need to fix. I mean, you could do that anyway. I think that's a bit of an underhand tactic, really, is to look at things like cosmetics, because if it's a used motorcycle, cosmetics for me shouldn't be top of the list, but you will see some people that will try to knock you down on the price for cosmetics, things that they don't need to fix. So I don't know, you guys can make up your own minds on that one, I suppose, but yeah, I don't know, guys, I don't know. I mean, let me know down in the comments what time of year you have found the best to buy used motorcycles from private sellers or from dealerships. Let me know. Maybe, I don't know, there are certain times of year where dealerships are a bit more, I don't know, open to negotiation on certain bikes. Maybe, I don't know. But there's a joker behind me that is really, yeah, looking to bum me.
don't know, can I say that on YouTube? I don't know, I might have to blurb that out. But yeah, this person is getting awfully close to my behind. But yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, new year, new opportunities, new chances to get into. Oh god, they're following me. New chances to get involved in riding motorcycles. And hey, look, if there's not really much longer left in the winter months, so it might be worth looking around right now for a motorcycle, for a good deal on a motorcycle. If you are a new rider, I mean, I think I actually started riding in winter when I was a wee lad. Yeah, my riding career started, I think, at the end of autumn / early winter. So I don't think it's uncommon to buy a motorcycle this time of year, at least for newer riders anyway. Because, you know, when you do your CBT, when you do your full license, I mean, you're not exactly going to be spoiled for choice when you do it, but you are going to be looking to buy that motorcycle as soon as possible, right? Oh god, I don't know what this person's doing, but they're really not giving me an easy time of it. So I'm just gonna pull over, let them through, because I don't know, they're being dickheads. I like to ride assertively as much as I possibly can, but when they're getting a bit close for my comfort zone and they're doing it constantly, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Just let them get past you. I mean, this time of year is where you can find black ice and all that, so it's not something that I want to toy around with this time of year. But yeah, they're getting really close to me, man, like less than 10 meters away, which, if you didn't know, that's not a really nice distance to be from anyone, regardless, well, let alone it being a motorcyclist in front of you. Maybe this person isn't aware. Like, look, it's 30 mile an hour around here, I'm doing over 30, and yeah, they're really they're really getting close, so whatever. Dickheads. Alright, guys and gals, anyway, I don't want to leave the video here on a negative note, so yeah, let's try and keep that positivity alive. But thank you ever so much for watching this video, and hey, let me know down in the comments if you have literally just bought a motorcycle, you're here in the UK, you just bought a nice motorcycle for a good deal in the winter. Let me know what it is, let me know what you paid for it, and yeah, let us know your recommendations when you had the most success. If you are buying motorcycles regularly, then yeah, you're probably the best person to answer that question. So definitely let us know your experiences, your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you are a long-time viewer of the channel, definitely check us out on Patreon. And a massive thank you to all of our current Patreon members: Mark W, Dope Style Gaming, Lone Wolf UK. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, the link will be down in the video description for you to check us out on Patreon. You get access to our exclusive Discord server. Man, this person's getting so close to me. Yeah. Alright, guys and gals, yeah, I'm going to leave the video here before all this gets dirty. I'm going to start shouting at this person in a minute. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all doing well. Ride safe, leave a like, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Have a good one. It's a lady. It's a lady. They don't know. She didn't know how close she was getting. I mean, she's not even driving that fast, man. I don't know. I don't know, guys.